Welcome everybody. Starting off right now with an announcement that I can now do memberships here on YouTube. So I've set up some memberships if you want to help pay for me to be able to get some knives for you guys to check out. You know, this is going to help out a lot. We have 3 tiers here. You don't get any particular early access benefits yet. I'll work on that in the future as things start going. But for now, these are just for paying the bills and trying to buy new knives and multi-tools and stuff for the channel. So, go check that out if you want. If not, no hard feelings. I'm buying stuff anyway. This is just going to help out a little bit for those that do want to help support this channel. That out of the way, let's get on with the video. This is 5 knives that make me happy. I've been spending the last day or so thinking about this because Jamie over at Blades and EDC tagged me on about this. There's a logo for his channel. I slapped it on a bit kit I got from Tractor Store. Go check his YouTube channel out. Great guy. Does a lot more knives than I do. I'm more the multi-tool and gear in general kind of person. I'm chewing on all toys right now in case my voice sounds weird. But he does like just knives, and very good looking knives too. He's on par with all the new stuff. I do the random gear that I get my hands on kind of guy. But he tagged me in a video of his 5 knives that make me happy. And I had to sit around and think about this some, but it wasn't too hard. I came up with 5 knives that just tickle my fancy, I enjoy carrying, and would like to see some upgrades for one of these knives. So that'll be the knife here at the end. So let's get into it. First knife that probably makes me the happiest. The knife that I'm happiest carrying is this one here. This is the Land Knives 9104. You can kind of see the numbers there. This is made out of 12C 24 28N Sandvik steel. This is basically a poor man's Sabenza. Great knife. It's about a centimeter or so shorter than the large Sabenza, but it's just as much of a tank, and if you break it, it's only $30-something. You're not going to cry about it. This is one that was so good, I got the G10 handled version as well. But this is the model I carry the most. If I carry a big, bulky knife that I want to beat up, or have something to beat something else up with, this is the knife I go for. It's on bearings. It's got a nice pocket clip. It's not deep carry, but it's not a bad clip by any means. It's not an overly long clip like some of the Spyderco clips can be. It's better at spidey flicking than it is thumb flicking because of the way the frame lock works. But for $34 or $36, I don't know. It's been a while since I've checked the prices on these. This is a great knife. It's solid. I love seeing a screw all the way through here at the end. That's something I don't like with some of these knives, like say the Penguin. That's just a peg that could pop out. I prefer seeing a screw going all the way through just behind the head. That's me. But this is top of the line. I love this knife. This thing is fantastic. I've got big hands. It's a full 4-finger grip, maybe even a 5-finger grip. Depends on how meaty your hands are. Had this for going on a year and a half, going on 2 years now. This thing is just fantastic. That is my favorite knife. Land brand, also San Renmu, SRM, kind of the same companies going around there. 9104 model number. Fantastic. Love it. The second one, going flip side and very traditional, the Opinel number 9. And there's a few reasons why I like this one. Is one, I like being able to carve into the handle there to make it a little bit more personalized. I carved out a thumb notch, drilled a lanyard hole, added this little choil wire stripper thingy here. This knife has been fantastic. No, it's not fidgety, but this thing, tried and true, it's old, it's cheap. I love this thing. And for like $15, $20, all said and done, you can't go wrong with this. This thing is phenomenal. And again, you know, if you break it or you lose it, no biggie. Now, the more you personalize it, the more you're going to kind of feel bad about losing it, especially if you like make a notch for every national park you go to and you've got 50 notches on there. Well, you're going to feel a little bad about that one. But I love that one. And this is the number 9, not the number 8. I haven't gotten the number 10 yet, but the number 9 is a good, large, still pocketable knife for me. That's 2 down. 3 more to go. Next one up, Benchmade Bug Out. Just, why not? This thing is fantastic. It's light. I'd like to get some scales for it. Haven't bought any for it yet, but stock, you know, it's sharp, fidgets good, minimal blade play, fits my hand quite well, full 4-finger grip, great little knife. Benchmade Bug Out. Next one, and this is one I got a little bit after the craze. Some of you may be able to tell by the closing ping here. Maybe not. But that is the QSP Penguin. This thing was like tied with the Bug Out. I kind of had to just do a coin flip to see which one gets 3rd and 4th place here. But D2 steel has barely rusted. There's some surface flecky rust. Nothing deep, nothing major. And this thing has just been fantastic. I've got the base micarta version here. Haven't modified it any. Would like to get the copper scaled version. But, you know, gosh dang, this thing is a beast. It's done a lot of car work with me. Gotten a lot of car grease, cut hoses. That knife is a worker. It's fantastic. And most expensive knife would be the Benchmade Bug Out, if you were to buy that. Every one of these knives is like under $50. The QSP Penguin has just, it's minimal care. I haven't really oiled it in the year and a half that I've had this, and that's all the worse the rust got. And I live in humid Mississippi. Now, maybe if you lived on the ocean, this thing would rust quicker. But Mississippi, it gets pretty moist a lot of the time of the year, and that's not bad. And I pocket carry a lot of these knives. Now, if I was to pouch carry some of these, it might not be as bad. But pockets, you know, the insides of your pockets get hot and humid. So, it's amazing to see how well that knife has held up this past year. For the final knife, and I'm going to throw in an honorable mention here towards the end, is SRM 9201. I call this the poor man's Crooked River. Because if you don't like the Benchmade Crooked River, or if you think the Benchmade's too big and you don't want to go mini Crooked River, this is a good in-between size, spidey flickable, thumb flickable, drop opening. This thing just, it fits good in my hands. The jimping is the best jimping I've ever seen. The jimping on the 9201, phenomenal, unparalleled. And the axis lock on this is fantastic. It feels good when the blade opens up. There's no blade play going up and down, no blade wiggle, and yet it's still, you know, droppable just about. You can just about drop shut that thing. And this has one of my favorite types of lanyards, or lanyard rings, and it's this thing here that's recessed into the scales so that the bulk of the paracord and stuff that you would wrap with does not go outside of the knife scales, and you keep that slim profile all the way down. Reversible pocket clip, deep carry, not all the way deep carry, but deep carry enough, it's fine. And sharp, this is, I believe this is D2 steel. And it's kind of got this coating on it, which is going to slow it down from rusting. And, oh boy, I love this. But I really want to get some custom scales for this. I'm fine with the clip, fine with the back spacer. I would just like to maybe see if I can get some scales for that. But that's another time down the road, if they ever make them. And time for the honorable mention. A new knife that has just come in is the K-Bar BK23. This is a new little fixed blade that's just come in. I am loving it. I've paracord wrapped it for a few days now, and I'm torn between the paracord wrapping and just going skeleton metal there. This is the BK23, and comparing this to the size of some of these other knives, you can just see just about where this lands. It's a very small neck knife, but it's got enough size to it that it actually gets the job done. And it's very thick too for a knife, which I love to see thick. I prefer knives being, the blades being thicker than thinner for me. But I will say I have a full 3-finger grip here, but just a 3-finger grip, not a 3.5. If this was a 3.5er, I'd probably feel a little bit better. If I kind of choke up on this, I can get a 4-finger grip. But 3-finger grip is fine. And if I were to wrap this and runaway chopstick and have a little knot tied here at the end, that would give me a little bit extra to grip, which I have done the last few days when I carry this thing. And it's a great little knife. I'm thinking this is going to be a solid, constant, maybe not all everyday constant, but most of the week constant carry, and kind of my 6th favorite knife that makes me happy. The sheath, yes, it's cheap, but I've just kind of been tucking it in this and dropping it down in the cargo pocket of my pants. But I will probably make a leather sheath for this down the road. So that is my video, 5 knives that make me happy, with bonus little knife here. And I don't know who I'm going to tag right off the bat. I'm considering Zachariah Ott and Knives Fast. We'll see what we get out of that. So, thank you for watching this video. Hope you found it useful. Hope you found it enjoyable and informational. Hope it helps you build your EDC to your standards. And until the next time, farewell, carry well, and a bye-bye.